everyone. Welcome to Better Together as One. I'm Margaret Wallace-Duffy, and I'm here with my good friend and co-host, Claire Gavin. So here we are at Belly Up in downtown Burlington, Belly Up Belly Dance Studio, and we're here to kick off our Main Street Matters campaign. Now, during COVID, we were coming to you from behind the screen, but we're super excited to delve into the heartbeat of our communities as we take the show on the road, and our first stop is right here in Burlington. We're going to be exploring this dance form called belly dance and what it can do to help improve your health and well-being, mentally, physically, and even spiritually. So stay tuned because we've got a great show ahead, and you're even going to get to see Claire and I try to belly dance. Now that is going to be fun. We're better together as one. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everyone, to Better Together as One. We are super excited to have with us the creator, founder, artistic director, the lovely Jo of Belly Up Burlington. Belly Up Burlington originated back in 2006 in Oakville, and we now stand in downtown Burlington, which is super exciting. So Jo, talk to us about belly dancing. Like, this is something that's somewhat new-ish, but was not your background, and sort of walk us through and tell the viewers, how you landed here today in 2020.
Yeah, well, I spent 20 years running ad agencies in Toronto and in the US, and I started taking belly dance lessons. Always had dance in my background. Even as a little girl, I was always planning, little dance shows and choreographing for my friends. So a friend of mine took me to a belly dance class. She didn't like it, and I fell in love with it. It was as if I was coming home. Seriously, it was something that I really resonated with.
So belly dancing is not sort of your, maybe, just your average dance that we would know of, right? So you say you fall in love with it right away. What was it about that in particular dance itself that made you really, your heart sort of became a part of that?
Well, I resonated with the music. And the movements just felt so natural to me. They were just so feminine and romantic, and it just is a dance form that makes women feel beautiful. Assuming that they have an open mind and an open heart and can really let go and embrace the movements.
Exactly.
It's a great feeling.
Lovely. So I know you've really taken this on a quite a large scale. You're not only the director and the founder and all this, but you have traveled with this. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you have competed or you've performed. And that's quite an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, well, my passion is more for teaching than it is performing, even though I do have performance companies and teach women who want to perform. That's great. But I just have a passion for teaching and building dancers and the whole building process of dancers through this particular art form. And I've been very fortunate to go to Egypt and teach at my teachers' dance festivals over there, which has been a great experience, and teaching workshops throughout Canada and the US as well as my own studio.
Amazing. So for someone like myself who has never really been a dancer, and maybe for those that might be watching the show of different ages and cultural backgrounds and sizes, who do you generally see, or what would you say to the viewers that are watching? Who should come and be a part of belly dancing? Is it an age thing? What are you seeing most?
Well,
and what would you say to the speakers out there, to the guests out there?
It's a great question. I love that question, because in all of my years of teaching, and I teach literally hundreds of women a week this dance form, there isn't a typical type of woman. Okay, so everybody is different ages, different sizes, different nationalities, different fitness levels. Some have dance experience, some have absolutely no dance experience, every walk of life. And that's something that I love. I'm also an only child, so I found that the community here really has become family to me. So that's really special to me as well. But there is no profile of the ideal woman to come in and take classes. I just say, what are you waiting for? you know, because you can, it's a dance form where you can start at any age, at any size, and you can become really, really good at it. If you enjoy it and, you know, take the classes and practice, you can become really, really good at this art form. Or just don't worry about it and just enjoy it. Enjoy it for the movement. If you're just coming for an hour a week, take it. It's a great night out. It's a great time to spend with friends, to meet new people, to network, just to feel alive. And I think that's the one thing that I hear. If I was to ask a sample of 25 women what they love about this, they say, it makes me feel alive.
Isn't that amazing? Well, I think we saw that earlier today with some of the guests, are your students that are here, the sort of moms and, just a good variety.
Yeah.
I know you and I spoke sort of a little bit before, sort of our passion about just mental wellness and health in general. And I think what's important to sort of tie in today with where we are with COVID and lots of struggles, obviously you've closed down and now you're opening back up, and you were saying that you're quite busy. That I think the desire that people are having to get back into community, to feel supported by other women, you really seem to attract that. And, over the years, too, of you being in this particular practice of dance, you had also mentioned, too, that the exciting thing was you had really seen how women had grown emotionally and mentally. And so I think, maybe just identifying with that a little bit with what you see in the classrooms within our community, letting people know that, it's sort of a place where you can come and feel safe too, right?
Absolutely. It's a very safe, non-judgmental, nurturing environment for women. Also, there are a lot of people that aren't ready to come back into in-studio classes. So we've pivoted, and I'm offering live Zoom classes a few times a week, and I also have a platform with pre-recorded classes. So if you don't have time to come to class or take Zoom, then you can enjoy the videos at home. But I think what I see so much of is how this affects self-esteem in such a big way. It may be, I hear stories of women who have stood up to their bosses, have dealt with abuse in relationships, have confronted eating disorders, or have seen that, wow, I can become an entrepreneur in this business. I can make costumes. I can do photography of dancers. So I've seen so much positivity come out of, other than the dance, other things.
Amazing. So great. So with all that being said, there's so much more to come. I think Margaret and I are going to be taking some lovely tips from this beautiful woman here. So stay tuned.